like that. Bowie to me was like Kiss. Like that was like my older stepbrother's like music, and I didn't care for it. I would do like Saigon Kick for you.
Mm.
You know the song "Love Is on the Way"
Mm-mm.
by Saigon Kick
No.
from the '90s.
Let me see. Let's
But
see.
the hook is what you want. Is like when you come walking out, that would be the hook.
Dan Julio. Repasado.
You don't know it, do you?
It's a pretty good song.
Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more chance tonight, baby.
Wow. That have you ever heard
That'd
of?
be a good song for you. Like when you come out on the stage, like "Love is on the way," and that'd be like your intro coming on the stage. Like you are love. Oh Jesus, Revelry. Fucking hate that one. I'd rather hear taps. That's annoying as fuck.
Okay, this is Canada John. Upon oneself.
You know that big fat Hawaiian guy that used to sing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow."
Yeah.
Like the big Hawaiian fat guy that was like in the pool.
Yeah.
Like feed that poem that you got into an AI and make it sing it in his voice. So make the AI sing that poem through that fat guy floating in the pool from Hawaii. That might be okay. But the way you say it monotonally, it put me to sleep.
Yep. Oh, they got the app. It's called the Suno app, AI music and songs.
Yeah, but add that poem, and then tell the AI to do it in that fat, like Hawaiian dude that had the really Magellic voice.
Suno.
Or Angela. No. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Ex-girlfriend of mine loved that stupid song.
Well, I liked him too. I felt bad that he was so damn big and he had a heart attack.
Yeah, well, he lives on forever as a mind virus now.
Yeah. True.
He's just repeating it. Thanks for re-extending it.
Oh, man. I am so close to going to bed. I can't believe this fucking daylight savings time shit. I hate this crap.
Well,
I wish they would never do it.
It's one of those things where it's like, because we're basically solar animals, it's you just have to still get sunshine. It is what it is.
Dude, but the thing is, the way that it happens, like, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be going running now instead of 6 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because it's the same time for my body, because my circadian rhythm, I wake up at like 4:30 and my body says, hey, you need to go run. Like when I go running, I hear the roosters and the chickens start doing cock-a-doodle-doo at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. But like they don't know daylight savings time. It's the same time of day to them. Like farm people don't like daylight savings time. So it fucks us up. Because the animals still want to be fed when they get fed normally. They don't know daylight savings bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Benjamin Franklin and his idea. I'm not saying fuck Benjamin Franklin about all of his ideas. I'm just saying daylight savings time. I like a lot of his other ideas. He's a quirky fat bastard. So how many months until elections?
March 17th, so about 4 months.
Mm. And what's this? He's a darkly melanated man, right? What the incumbent guy? What's his name?
LaHood.
LaHood. His name sounds LaHood. Did he actually do any good when he was in his office?
No, dude, he's just a fucking corporate whore. He's got $10 million and all he does is give out free money. He votes yes on every single HR act. Guy's created fucking $2 trillion a year in debt. He's made the country unsustainable. He's the problem. He's the fucking rhino.
Oh, Republican in name only. Oh shit.
Yeah. We have to stand with Thomas Massey.
So he's a Republican? For real?
He is Republican. We have to stand with Thomas Massey. Thomas Massey says he needs 6 Republicans to say no, and he can take over the party, and they can essentially stop the skim, because it really is just a skim. $2 trillion a year that we don't collect in taxes is nothing but a grift and a skim. It is the scam. It is the biggest scam going in society. $2 trillion a year that gets created out of thin air. And who gets that 2 trillion? You know, that's the big scam. All these little scams are meaningless. Snap, everything, all that shit is nothing compared to the $2 trillion skim. It's debt that will never be repaid. This is end of civilization debt. They can lie all they want, but it's the biggest scam there's, going.
I'd love to sit down and actually do a Steam Deck.
Lord of the Lions, House of String exalted.
Isn't that amazing that it can create these songs?
Well, that sounded Celtic almost.
Yeah, that's synth. And then I took poetry from Crowley's Hymn to Apollo as the prompt.
Yeah, tell it to sing it in a Gaelic Highland tone. You know the Rothschilds used to be the guards for the King of Scotland?
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rabbi is here. Casanova.
No, but seriously, tell it to sing in a Highland Gaelic tone, on like what you're doing an Alan Watts like poem or like some verse or something. What's up, teacher?
Shabbat shalom.
Corn dogs, hash browns, and barbecue sauce.
Is this not?
Heavenly hollow, send out thy rays majestic and the torrent. Light of thy song, thy countenance most splendid. Bend to the sublime on his face extended. Hear me, Apollo. Let thy fierce fingers sweep the lyre forgotten. Recall the ancient glory of thy chanted music that thrilled the hearts of men and haunted life to adore thee. Cleanse our marketplaces, misbegotten. Fire in my heart and music to my being. Lend my soul thou hast in
Interrupting people from talking.
Oh, I'm coming back with another banger.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, Rabbi?
Nothing much. Truck driving over to Ohio from New York.
all the old worship in this land is broken.
Nobody cares about your music,
Yet on
John.
my altar burns the ancient censer, frankincense, saffron, galbanum.
Listen to that when you're doing your walking and your stretching. We don't want to hear it. See, that's why you're gonna lose this race.
I think he's gonna do well.
But he's gonna do well, but he's still gonna lose. Well, he doesn't listen to what people are trying to tell him. He wants to tell people what he wants them to hear. I mean, and for that, he'll make a great politician.
I'm saying that power.
Well, no. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And right, John.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What Messiah am I listening to?
You're listening to a YouTube short of the past 3 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds like Saya.
You know what's really funny is
You know what's really funny is she was like grooming that little 12-year-old girl, and she was having sex with her as an underage child.
so I don't know what you just said, and I'm just not gonna, address anything you just said. And but what I realized is, you go out, I go out, you see me film these people
Allegedly.
performing music, and what's so funny is the Suno app is all copyright free music, and basically, the future of all media is like pretty much self created. Just with these prompts, there will be uh, so many movies to watch in the future. It's just unbelievable the amount of choices people will have, because it's really unlimited choices at this point on what you want to consume, because you put the prompt in. My mom is like, "Do you have a TV that we can watch a movie?" I'm like, "Nope," because I just don't like consume media anymore. I basically just like you know create it. But because Doctor here has reminded me about Suno, I'm very excited about the future, because I realize like all these musicians can't even make money, and they're performing live. They can't make any money. They can't make ends meet. Um, and the truth is, nobody needs them anymore because of AI. AI is the ultimate creative killer in terms of like people who create content or artwork. It's just they have to adapt and basically start using AI. If they don't use AI, they're gonna just struggle against people that do, because AI lets you put out higher quality materials and content quicker and at scale. So that's the future. The future is now.
There's something cool about it, but at the same time, it's taking away the beauty of something that could be made organically.
Well, like the language model of AI is just putting together like, the most common chords of the most popular songs and then putting it together in some kind of like iambic pentameter worth of like melody. And like it knows how to structure, you know, like intro, verse, chorus, verse two, bridge, chorus, outro. Like that, like the standard of a song is just easily laid out that quickly, and like it knows how to do it and then put all the words and all the melodies and all the most common chords across all of it. You just need to tell it what you want it to say. Yeah, the powerful word of the universe.
Om is the sound of all sounds, the sound of the universe. Om. There are 4 parts to the sound Om. Om.
Pretty, pretty, please.
The 4th part is silence.
Because you're perfect.
Om.
You do that on purpose. Why do you always like move it to trash?
Om.
No, your conversations.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
you'll
winding
be in the
down.
middle of a conversation and then you just move it to like when nobody was talking about
Oh, because you can say Om anytime. That's the best thing about Om. It's the sound of all
What
sounds.
dyslexia are you on?
It's the sound of all sounds. I have books over here. I'm talking about something I read in a book.
Gotcha. Like your
Om is the sound of all sounds. The sound of creation, the sound of new beginnings.
That's the sound making on the chain. Yeah, yeah. Oh, don't you know?
I went looking for him and lost myself. The drop merged with the sea. Who can find it now? Oh, in the stillness of the night, the goddess whispers. In the bright of the day, the god roars. Life pulses. Mind imagines. Emotion. Even the smallest wave in essence. All there is this perception. Perception is not owned by.
For the movies, just said it's a high quality, video.
Sir, can I land? Out, you know what I mean? Sir, can I land without you talking over me? The only question I'm asking is his poll numbers right now are way down. So to try to delegitimize, whether you agree with the protest or not, to try and delegitimize it, you just been
Big kick, man.
Series.
Oh my god, I was there like
That's how he finna talk to this.
It's a squabble. It's a squabble between Darian and Sugar Belly, and then we'll pass to my evil brother Ingra.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to say, but like this is your own lack of comprehension or lack of grasp of like what we're discussing here, okay? The discussion here is not about who did slavery and who didn't do slavery. The whole of Nigeria was awash in slaves. So nothing in what I said relies on denying that any other group of people participated in slavery. That is not the point. The point of what I said, right, is to provide the historical background for why we are having people being slaughtered in the Middle Belt in Nigeria today. So yes, did the Oyo Empire have slaves? They did have slaves. Did Igbo people have slaves? Yes, we did have slaves. Did other groups of people in Nigeria have slaves? Yes, we did have slaves. However, only one group of people in 2025 are still trying to continue their colonial state by killing and enslaving and dispossessing and land grabbing and genociding people today. And that group of people inside Nigeria are Fulani people. That is the difference. That is the relevance, right, of me giving the history of the Sokoto Caliphate as a colonial state in Nigeria. It is because of all the other feudal states that existed in Nigeria, only one in 2025 is still trying to extend their colonial projects. Okay? So coming to tell us about how, as a descendant of slaves in America, how we touch you, I don't give a fuck. It's not about you. Like, stop. Not everything is about you. This conversation is not about you and how you feel about slavery. The conversation is about the fact that Nigeria has millions of people who are coming from outside Nigeria.
Hello. Jacob, are you there? Hello? 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 Hello?
I'm listening to cover music. Like, this isn't the original band, it's just a cover band. But because it's copywritten music, he can't play it.
Amazing. You got a lot to share about this man that has blessed us with his time. Even at times he didn't have the energy. He would always show up and pour energy into people despite.
That brag about y'all empires and y'all culture, y'all are the motherfuckers who were the colonists. Those
In
small tribes,
2025, nobody from the colonial empire was there.
those small tribes that hold on. Those small tribes that y'all like to disrespect and disregard, they're the ones who suffered from y'all's colonialism.
Yeah, and that's
Baba,
human
you're
nature.
slow, just say so.
That's human nature. Some
Like,
of you,
Baba,
Okay,
you're slow and you don't understand.
It's human nature on all sides. That's his point. So let's pass it to Ant, and then we're gonna give it to Ingrid. Ant, do you think?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Ant is actually on the in Nigeria. What tribe are you from, and what's your religion, brother?
Hello, I'm Igbo. I was born southeast, but I grew up mostly in the north.
Okay.
Yeah, so trying to bring this back to the topic of the good vibe. The whole thing that's happening right now is a jihad. No one can tell me.
Is it me, or is this mic going in and out, or is it? You gotta speak clear, brother.
It's kind of low.
Hold on. Can you hear me now? No? Can you hear me now?
You got that African mic, boy.
Wait. We don't allow Afrophobia in here. One mic on him.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, continue, brother.
Yeah, so the whole thing that's happening right now in Nigeria is a genocide. Forget what anyone is saying. Because from the get-go, this has been from the Boko Haram aspect, because they're all coming in from the north. What Shukabel is saying, the first part is true. They're coming in from the north, they're killing everyone. They don't care who they're killing. Both Muslims, both Christians, they're killing everybody and taking over their lands.
I just seen what you posted in there. Is there recent photos?
Yes, Lulu, that guy is in Nigeria. He's in the north fighting right now. I reached out to him to know whether we could bring him on Clubhouse because he's in the front.
Yes, brother. Yes, bring him on. Yes, brother. Yes, bring him on, brother. Yes.
A lot of this, like Tinubu, removed 2 generals last week. These generals were like supposed to be like what's the word? These generals were against Boko Haram. They were having a good fight, but the general criticized Tinubu. Tinubu removed them. This happened again in 2022. And that general came and criticized the Nigerian government, saying that our equipments were bad. He removed them. Anyone that criticized the government and is against Boko Haram, they have been removed, no matter who they were. Both Igbos, both Muslim generals. They're removing everybody. Everyone is saying Tinubu has Christian wife. That doesn't matter. If the jihad happens in Nigeria, he will send his wives overseas. They don't have to stay in Nigeria. People can stay in Nigeria and everything else happens. Even if Trump comes to help Nigeria and takes oil, we don't even use the oil. They're not giving us the oil. No one in Nigeria is benefiting from the oil. So if he comes to take the oil, that doesn't care. Nigerian soldiers are even happy that he wants to come to Nigeria. Nigerian soldiers themselves say that they don't care. Let him come and help us out, because anytime that the Nigerian soldiers can advance, their hands are being held back. They cannot push further. Why? Because the government says, no, we cannot push further to the states. In 2015, I started with DSS. I was with DSS. DSS is basically like our FBI back in Nigeria. 2015.
Bro, DSS do not do NYSC. You're fucking lying.
Baba.
And you know what interrupted? Let him
I'm
finish.
Gabriel,
I
I'm
didn't
talking to you.
speaking.
DSS do not do NYSC.
Fulani,
Let me finish speaking.
I gave you respect. I even moved.
Thank you, Lou,
I
but
even moved
this is
people
a
down
big
when
cap.
you was talking, brother. Okay, so you can correct the misinformation after he's done. Just wait till he's done, and then you can correct the misinformation. All right, thank you.
Back to Fulani. Fulani never said I start NYSC. Keyword. Never said NYSC. So watch what you're saying. We were in Abuja that period. We had meetings about this whole thing, saying what are we going to do about Boko Haram. Our fucking vice president is a terrorist sympathizer. Are you guys okay? Our vice president has had the guy that bombed Abuja. Wasn't he caught in the vice president's house? What are you talking about? We caught the guy that bombed Abuja at the vice president's house, Lou. And this guy was nominated for the vice presidency in our country. What are you talking about? The country is gone. If you want to come and take over the country, I don't fucking care. I think he's talking about everyone saying if they come, they will take all our resources. What resources do we have that take? Anyone that enters power takes our resources and helps only his family and himself. Oil, gas now is like for how much for a fucking liter. And if Trump wants to come and help out, fine. If he wants to take oil, that's fine. As long as he comes and bombards the north. No one goes to the north anymore. Borno is on. No one can go to Borno anymore. So that's all I'll say. Lou, I'll reach out to the guy if I can get anything on me. I'll let you know. Thanks.
I'm about to follow you now.
Can I?
Wait, prayers up to you and your family. I'm a 23andMe Igbo Yoruba in a small percentage of houses, so I empathize with my Igbo brothers, even though I put the diaspora wars aside. I'm American, so if the American country want to get behind you guys, I'm all for it, brother. All right.
Wait, Lou. So while
It's my turn. No, it's my turn. No, Sugar Belly, relax now. It's my turn to speak.
No, I thought you were done. Sorry.
No, I've not been spoken. Not the talk of done. First of all, they kept on talking about resources. These resources in the north, the people that control these resources in the north are the major generals, Fulani generals, retired and serving, Fulani Islamic clerics, and their top political elites. So they use these terrorist guys to mine these resources. These guys are fucking wealthy, very rich. These resources is not being shared to the general public, just like you get the oil and gas from the southwest, south, and southeast. They sell it, they use it for Nigeria. But the resources in the north belongs to this north. You see the reason why they are crying? America want our resources. Resources without, we don't have electricity in Nigeria. We don't have running water. We have 774 local governments in Nigeria. 774. No local government have running water like you go on your tap. No. Everybody dig borehole. That is by the way. Don't have health care. Donald Trump, if he's sick, he takes care of himself here. Prime Minister of England, of Britain, if he's sick, he takes care of himself in England. Macron of France, same thing. But Nigerian president and past, even that Fulani one, the one that died like a cockroach, said his name is Buhari. He died in UK. He died in London. He didn't die in Nigeria. For 8 years, he couldn't build one good health care system that can take care of him. One presidential one. No, they all go abroad. So now, we don't have good health care in Nigeria. We don't have roads, not to talk of good roads. We don't have roads in Nigeria. Nigeria is a shithole. So tell me, what is the thing that Trump is coming to divide in Nigeria? What is it that Trump is coming to destroy? The country is already destroyed. There is no country there. The thing is, these Fulanis, these guys are parasites. They are leeches. They cannot survive without the South. This is the purpose of the amalgamation in the first place. This is why Britain amalgamated we and them. Nothing else. These guys cannot survive. These guys are economically damaged. They cannot reason. They cannot think. How in this 21st century, you still want to move cow from Texas by foot from Texas to Nevada? I live in Nevada. But then you begin to understand the kind of species, the kind of humans you're dealing with. You want to walk cows on foot? Tell them ranch. Go and ranch your cow. They said no. They want the federal government to fund ranches.
But you are crying and complaining about them.
Bro, they want federal government to fund ranches for them. Bro, now you start to imagine the reason, the psyche of these people. We are Igbos. We do business. We go to the north. We buy land. We build shopping complexes. We deal in spare parts. We don't ask the government to fund our spare part business. But the Fulanis, they are so entitled that they think Nigeria is theirs. When you go to the military, that's one thing I like about this, what Tinubu is doing, even though one thing I like about what he's doing, even though the man is a calamity on his own. But one thing he's doing that I like is he's trying to reshuffle the military and paramilitary. The Fulanis dominated for years, for decades. They dominated the police, the military, the army, the navy, the air force. They are generals. They dominate these positions. They cannot live without federal government handouts. These guys cannot do nothing. They cannot create wealth. Their life depends on government. That is why within 2 years of Tinubu...
So you're saying they are the warriors of the country?
No, they are not warriors. These guys are lazy.
They are the military.
They are not.
They are the police.
They
are the army.
They control this.
You said that from your mouth, but then you say they're lazy.
You said warriors. You made a mistake saying they're warriors.
No, they are the army, the military, the generals.
Disproportionately, Thomas.
Bro, listen, I know you guys hate. You know you guys hate for.
Hold on. Hey, he's talking. I'll bring you back up after he's done, Fulani brother. All right, continue, Ingrid.
So, like said, warriors. When you use the word warriors, that is an overstatement. Due to long age, they don't school. They recruit them into the military. All of them, they don't go to school. They do nothing other than the military. So they recruit them into the military. They have the larger population in the military. So what Tinubu is doing now is he's like trying to restructure the military. Even though he's trying to restructure the military in his own way, filling the spaces with his brothers from the Yoruba side. This is how divided Nigeria is. This is why I said we are not meant to be together in the first place. Now, with Nigerians endured 8 years of Buhari's calamity, especially the Igbos, Buhari slaughtered us like chickens. From the southeast, the videos are there. Go on YouTube, Google it, you see it. We did not complain, nobody complained. Just 2 years of Tinubu to let you know that these guys cannot live without power. Just 2 years of Tinubu, they started plotting coup just to remove. Just 2 years of Tinubu. This is to show you how these people reason, how they think. They cannot coexist with any human being, with any culture. Talking about the Hausas, they emasculated the Hausas. When you go to the house, when you go to the north now, there is no Hausa man that is an emir. There is no Hausa man that is a governor in the north. No Hausa governor. No Hausa emir. All the emirs are Fulanis. All the governors are Fulanis. Bro, they did their emasculation down to Yoruba land, southwest. In Kwara State, they took over Yoruba State. Ilori conquest. They conquered Yoruba land. Ilori. Now, that's why you go to Ilori. Ilori, Kwara State is a Yoruba land. But when you go there today, they don't have any Oba there. What they have there is Emir. And the little community, the little Yoruba-speaking community in Kwara State, they've decimated that place. They all ran away. The little Yoruba-speaking place in community in Kogi State, they've decimated that place. They want to take over full Kogi. They want to take full Kwara. This is what these guys do. They cannot coexist with other tribes. So it does not look like we are coming here. It's like a hate against the Fulanis. No, these guys are not humans. Tell them get ranches, bro. I spent money.
Not humans.
I tell you the truth, bro. I spend money. I spend money for my farm. Bro, I know how much I spend on my farm. But these guys will come with AK-47, assault rifle, with their cows. They will graze on your farmland. Bro, look at abnormality. Just close your eyes for a second. Let's picture this abnormality. They will bring cows of over 300 to 500 cows to graze on your farmland to spend money. You dare not complain. You complain, they come at night, they invade the community, they kill everybody. Then you know what they're going to target? Farmers headers clash. Bro, where is the clash? That you came to graze on my farmland. Your eyes really clash. Go and get ranches. Bro, I've lived in America for over 15 years. I have not seen cow roam the street of America. In this 21st century, I have not seen cow roam around in America. Why don't you put the cows in?
Bro, can I ask you a question, brother?
Go ahead, please.
Are you willing to go to war with these Fulani herds, bro?
See, let me make this clear. Let me make this very, very clear. These guys are not powerful. It's not as if we are scared of these guys. The only thing these guys have is the government backing. Bro, we, the Igbos, we staged a war with Nigeria for 3 years, 1967 to 1970. 3 years. Nigeria said, not only Nigeria. It was Britain, it was Russia, it was France. We staged a war, we waged war with them for 3 years. 3 years. Even though we lost over 5 million of us, no problem. But if we can go to war with Nigeria, bro, if not for the
liberation.
Right, yeah, Russ has
free of personal identity. It is to be free from the hypnosis of conditioning. To be free from the magnetic influence and compulsiveness of the psychological mind. It is to recognize that you are not an object, that this body is an inadequate representation of being, and is only a vessel through which consciousness and the vital force act in the portrayal called life. Recognize the naturalness that you are pure, all-pervasive, space-like, ever-expressing, spontaneous presence awareness with no reference point, self-nature, having any substance or independent existence. Failing to recognize naturalness, the unity of appearance and emptiness, space and its content, delusion happens and there is a grasping of our fixation on appearance, me and the other, seeming duality. Without that fixation, there is freedom as naturalness. Delusion dissolves, and evenness, non-duality remains.
Even though you're correct, right? These are colonial.
Nothing else. Naturally remaining as naturalness, equanimity, is the natural, effortless meditation of no one to meditate and nothing to meditate on, no trying to get or trying to avoid, just effortless being, which is always already so. Recognize this again and again. Try to remember the main points. Birth and death are like going to sleep at night and waking up in the morning. When you go to sleep at night, you die. When you dream, it's like being on an astral plane. When you wake up in the morning, it's like being born. Through those states of consciousness, somebody exists, and that somebody is none other than you. In other words, you are aware of dreaming. You are aware of sleeping. You are aware of waking up. You are aware of dying, and you are aware of being reborn. Somebody is watching all this as you exist. All your states abide in your existence, not in the states. Ignore the fake consciousness. Abide in the reality, which is called absolute awareness, consciousness. Abide in that and be free. Enlightenment is the sun realization that non-duality, not duality, is the reality of our experience. Consciousness is not private and personal, but universal and impersonal eternally. Enlightenment is like the moon reflected on the water.
Very dewy and glowy. I bet you that's what I've seen on some other.
Upon oneself.
Dominic. Where do I know you from, Dominic?
I went looking for him and lost myself. The drop merged with the sea. Who can find it now? In the stillness of the night, the goddess whispers. In the bright of the day, the god roars. Life pulses, mind imagines, emotions wave, thoughts wander. What are these but the endless movements of one taste? Forever at play with its own gestures, whispering quietly to all who will listen. Is this not yourself? When the thunder roars, do you not hear yourself? When the lightning cracks, do you not see yourself? When the clouds float quietly across the sky, is this not your very own limitless being waving back at you? You can attach a K to it. Any word with the the scorpion becomes the snake becomes the phoenix. And that's why people on this app say, Grand Phoenix Rising, because they're talking about the Kundalini, or the spirit that resides in everyone. You could say it's your soul. And so there's ways to manipulate that spirit, to activate it, to control it, to enjoy it. And, if you don't know how to do that... John, who's that in your picture? That's me holding the Constitution. Wait, that's you? That's me. Well, you're a veteran. I'm a veteran. And a supporter of Israel. And a supporter. Yeah, you're fucking us in the audience. How dare you? How dare you? The actual cheek of the man. Body awareness. Can't see the This is Canada John running for Congress in the 16th District. We just hole punched all of our petitions up at the top, and now we're going to either string them all together or find some type of metal ring.
Federal charges have been filed against Democratic congressional candidate Kat Abulazala and others in connection to a protest at the Broadview.
Hey, mama said the way you move.
Constitution, read by candidate
I got the viral boneless cow.
Congressman John Kitover.
Wait, Lou, but he said that what I said was not true. Then he said exactly what I said.
Wait, because the part where he said it's not true is because you said that during the caliphate in 1800s that they colonized houses.
Okay, Luke, can we just ask
hold
him
on, let me just
questions
clarify
first?
this. Let me just ask him. So, Ahmad, so Sugar Billy claimed that the Fulani colonized the Hausa people. Is this true? Yes or no?
So can we see in some
Yo, why would I ask ChatGPT when we're literally talking to a house?
No, you're asking the wrong question. So when you say colonize,
no, that's what you said. You said
no, I get it. Like, can I just ask him a question, please?
Yo, Lou, she panicking, Lou. She
No,
panicking.
listen, I'm not
She panicking, Lou. No, let him ask it.
Wait. Before you re-ask my question, let him answer mine first, and then you can go next. So, Ahmad, is it true that the Fulani colonize the Hausa people? Yes. Ahmad, you gotta unmute your mic, brother. Ahmad, you gotta unmute your mic and come off your mic, brother. Pause. Ahmad, you got to unmute your mic and come off your mic, brother.
Okay. Usman Danfodio is a Fulani man. So before the jihad of Usman Danfodio, majority of the
He asked you if they colonized you. Like, answer that.
Yes. Did the Fulanis colonize the Hausa people? Yes or no?
It's yes. It's a yes answer.
Oh, you said I lied. You said I lied.
He said no. Yeah. He said no at first. What did he
say? He said I
lied. He switched his answer.
I'm trying to explain something. I'm trying to give you.
No, I think he was trying to explain something else.
Bro.
I'm trying to give you the account of what happened.
Women walk over you, bro. I get it, bro.
Why are people calling me a liar only to say exactly what I said?
No, he said. Wait, when
Hey,
I first
you know what the problem is, bro? Is that brother got a Nike Adidas shirt on, brother.
And some flip flops.
I like him. Like, why y'all hating on him, bro? Let's not be Afrophobic. This ain't middle school. We talking about flip flops.
I'm going. The answer is not. You have a different content.
Wait.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
Ahmad, hold on, brother. Ahmad, hold on, calm down, brother. When I first asked you the question, you said no. You said no, they didn't colonize us. And then you got peer pressured, and then we asked you again, and then you reneged and said yes, they did colonize us. So are you colonized or are you not?
There are some explanations that I want to give you. When the Fulanis come, so before the houses, majority of them are not Muslims. The kingmakers, majority of them are not Muslims. But when Danfodio come, some of them he fought with them so that by him trying to separate the Islam. So some of there are a lot of things. I don't want to come and say something that is not true. That there are some things that I'm trying to, Like, it's something like that. Honestly speaking, if you come, there was a fighting between the Fulanis and the Hausas, all these kind of things, but later, so they accepted him. And if you look presently, we have, there's something that I want to tell you.
Brother, hold on. Did they accept?
How can you accept somebody who came to fight you?
Yes, because that's what I'm saying. Wait.
They accept because they lost.
Wait. There's a difference between accepting and letting somebody conquer you. Like, I mean, not letting somebody, but somebody conquering. So did you guys accept them?
Yeah, we accept him. The Hausa land accepted
He said
him.
you didn't accept him. He basically colonized you by force.
Young woman, keep quiet.
Okay, in that case, it's not by force, so they accepted him.
Okay, so it wasn't colonized. Okay, thank you.
It's not. That's the reason why even before I wanted him, another was not colonized.
Okay, Ahmed, can I ask a question? Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
No, let him land, sugar brother, let him land. All right, he's actually was going to get his full thoughts out. Ahmad, finish, brother. Ahmad's house.
Okay, and presently in Hausa, we have something that we call Hausa Bokwe. Like, there are 7 houses. That is our traditional rulers. You know, up to now, traditional rulers are very, very powerful in Hausa land. And people, a lot of us followed them. So we have Hausa Bokwe. There's 4 classes of traditional rulers in Hausa land, which include...
Is that what you're talking about, Rabbi?
No, I'm listening to Martin Shkreli as I work.
Oh, really? What's he saying?
You don't know Martin Shkreli?
Yeah, I know who he is.
He's awesome.
I don't call Epstein as a Democrat ploy. I'm going to use that as my fiscal model.
Island is fake?
No, I didn't say that at all. We all know it's real. So, like, this idea that somehow a Democrat ploy. Like,
yeah, what do you mean by that?
To understand. Hold on. I'll let you. It's how they, like, funnel money. So, like, this idea that somehow we can exploit, you know, other fucking third world nations or more economically deprived nations and fleece their populations somehow is going to be like, oh, that's really great. Again, it's this weird hypocrisy and this weird false economic picture that's not based in reality. It's not based on any forecast models. You have nothing to cite or source. And again, you're using the fucking basement busting fucking dollar store version of an AI that is literally, you can't train. You didn't design it. You didn't build it. So, I don't know, Nick. Like, again, like, yeah, you can get some raw materials from overseas. You can get some products made over there, and there should be an equitable balance. But the idea that somehow we can't fucking make American-made cars, like Toyota is the #1 made American car. Like, let that sink in. Toyota is more American-made than Chevy, Ford, fucking any of the others. But somehow or another, this guy has the economic picture that he got from fucking Gemini to sit there and tell us what was really going to work. Holy crap on a cracker. Nobody should listen to this guy.
Wait a minute. Now, you notice I didn't cut him off, but let's see if he has some respect now. Now, let's clear something up right quick. Because I don't think he understands what I mean by when I say train. This is what I mean when I say these people, they don't fucking listen and they're fucking detached from reality. When I say train, I wasn't talking about writing the code for Gemini food. That's not what I'm talking about. What I was talking about is, if you look at the bottom of Gemini, right where you put the words in, when you're talking to it, where you put your words in, it clearly says below there, double check the information, Gemini can be wrong. That's what it says at the bottom down there. You know what I did? I told the Gemini, for this particular inquiry, I said, only go with nonpartisan, reputable sources. That is called training it to get me the source that I want. That is not that's not a biased source. That is being objective, my man. If I say nonpartisan, reputable sources for this particular question that I asked it, is Trump tariff contributing to the rise in prices? Okay? And I said, give me nonpartisan, reputable sources. I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. Make fucking sense, my man. When I trained it to do that. Because if I don't tell it to do that, it's going to do whatever the fuck it wants to do. Now, look, I've asked this thing questions, and it pulls from Quora. It pulls from Reddit. What are you talking about? So when I said I trained it, this is what I mean, sir. So maybe you need to pay attention, because listening is an art, dumbass. Listening is an art. Now he told me that I don't have sources. I guess the Cato Institute isn't a source. I guess the PIIE isn't a source. They're in the chat, dumbass. You talk a lot of fucking talk, sir, but I need you to back it up with some shit, because I put about 4 sources in the chat from reputable organizations that are all saying the same goddamn thing. So look, tell you what, I'm not going to call a man out his name. I take all of that back, sir. You're not a dumbass. I'm just educating you right now on what I mean when I say train, so you can leave that part alone. I hope you understand what I mean. I don't literally mean I wrote the code for Gemini, dude. I'm talking about when I asked you to bring me information to the question I asked, I gave it a standard to go by when searching out that information. You know that's something you can do with the Gemini, right? I don't know if you knew that, but that's actually something you can do with the Gemini. Okay? Like when I'm dealing with history and science, I tell it only use collegiate, peer-reviewed, reputable sources. Collegiate, peer-reviewed, reputable sources from reputable publishers like Oxford, like Yale University Press, like University of Chicago Press, like Routledge, like Brill. You ever heard of these? These are reputable, peer-reviewed collegiate presses. Do you know about that? So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Maybe you need to stop yapping so much and try to understand where I'm coming from, sir. I'll stop right there. And by the way, the sources are in the chat. Feel free to read that.
I did read them. They're from Trump's first term, so maybe you should keep up.
Yeah, wives. Let me tell you, there's something between Hausa and Fulani. We have already intermarried to the extent that in some houses you cannot differentiate. Majority of them, they were speaking out. They cannot say even 2 words in Fulani.
Brothers. So wait,
No, Ahmad, we're not asking about what they're
that
speaking.
the Hausa people are your brothers. I mean, the Fulani people are your brothers.
No, so
wait, let him answer that. So are you saying that the Fulani people in 2025 is your brothers? Yeah, we are family. It's kind of hard to, it's impossible to separate, correct?
Honestly speaking, that is the general thinking or perspective of the people in the Hausa land.
Okay, thank you. That's all I want
wait,
to say.
hang on, Ahmad. I feel like you're being clever by
they know how to separate when it comes to choosing who's going to be in power.
Sorry, I have a question.
But I'm saying, he's saying the majority, so he's speaking socially. Everybody don't have political power.
You know what this sounds like?
Ahmad is being clever by half, because
hold on, Sugar Belly. This is what this sounds like, right? Now imagine in America we had traditional rulers, right?
It has nothing to do with America.
No, I'm making a metaphor. I'm making a metaphor.
There's no metaphor in America for Nigeria.
Absolutely, it is. Crips and Hoovers. That's who they live. The Fulanis, them the Hoovers. Y'all who know LA, them the Hoovers. That's what happened. I'm being I'm so real because y'all do this every time. Y'all try to make it seem like it's.
I'm gonna keep it real. That's the best.
People argue.
If y'all know about the Hoovers, it was a Crip set, and then it branched off to like. The Fulanis. The Fulanis is like their own thing, but they kind of integrate.
So let me make the analogy.
That was actually hilarious.
Okay,
let me make the analogy. Let me finish my analogy.
Yeah, I'll go you.
Fulani Crips.
So imagine if we had traditional rulers, right? The Hausa would be an American woman, and then the Fulani would be a white man. Now imagine a white ruler with a black female queen. That's what it sounds like Ahmad's situation is, brother. Sounds like you're being ruled and dominated and cuckolded.
created these initial robots was to solve a pretty basic problem.
Tao Te Ching can be translated as the book of the imminence of the way, or the book of the way and of how it manifests itself in the world, or simply the book of the way. Since it is already well known by its Chinese title, I have let that stand. About Lao Tzu, its author, there's practically nothing to be said. He may have been an older contemporary of Confucius, 551 to 479 BCE, and may have held the position you enter into it, the deeper it is. Where is the way to the way? What a question. Still, for complicated minds, drastic measures are needed. Lao Tzu's book was written as a response out of grandmotherly kindness. According to the oldest biography, Lao Tzu lived for a long time in the country of Chu, but seeing its decline, he departed. When he reached the frontier, the guard said, "Since you are going away, sir, could you write a book to teach me the art of living?" Thereupon, Lao Tzu wrote his book about the Tao and departed. This is legend, but it is an accurate description of the way in which true teaching happens. He who knows